What's up, guys?
How do you do, fellow kids?
We are here at Lagoon in Farmington, Utah. Here for one of their last operating days of the season. We're really excited to get on these coasters again. We're gonna ride all of them, right? All of them. And we're gonna get the POVs for all of them. Got all our gear here in the backpack. Take y'all with us.
And this really is such a pretty park.
One of the main reasons we're also here is they're closing a roller coaster that's been operating for just about 50 years.
It's one of our favorites.
It's a janky one, but we love it because it's a janky one. It kind of hurts. It's Jetstar 2, the Schwarzkopf model. It's originally a traveling coaster, but it's stuck here in Lagoon for a really long time. So we'll give you guys some facts and stuff about that, take you on the ride, but yeah, let's get in there.
I don't know you, then
Please stop interrupting me. When I got down on one knee, again, I got interrupted.
Done with this.
Let's get in there. It's nice out here. Okay. Like not hot.
All designated as honorary pirates.
Standing outside of Colossus, the fire dragon.
Just a Schwarzkopf double looping model. Super forceful ride, guys. Insane forces. Just those two loops, due to the fact that they are just so round compared to normal loops, are just so forceful. And then those helices just at the end, they're just bone-breaking forceful. It's so awesome.
However, this has one of the slower loading bays. As I was standing out here watching, because I didn't want to go on this one, I watched multiple cars go through with multiple sets of seats empty. They do that a lot. This is just the slowest loading coaster probably here at Lagoon. But otherwise, it's really, really fun. Here, you can get really close to the coaster.
Like that. I really love this coaster. I think it's super underrated. I love all the Schwarzkopf models. Really sad to see one going with Jetstar too, but you know, on to bigger, better things. But Anton Schwarzkopf, I love you.
Now we're heading over to Wild Mouse.
So here we got, it looks like the foundation for that S&S Scream and Swing. It's coming along quickly, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be ready for opening day of next season.
That'd be so cool,
That would
especially
be
if
awesome.
the snow holds off here in Utah. That would be great.
But yeah, this is what it's looking like.
hurts. Oh! In the house. Ah! Break!
Here comes the big break. Break, break, break. Oh! All right, we just got off of the Mauer Wild Mouse coaster.
It was so fun.
Emma loves
love
those.
it. I do.
In terms of Wild Mouse, it isn't bad. Pretty hard laterals. Feel like the cart's about to come off.
You definitely don't want to sit next to a stranger on that one.
No. Pretty fun. We're gonna move on. All right, Wicked next. The Zero Launch Tower coaster. First half of this ride, awesome, built by Zero. The only launch tower Zero has made. The only of its kind in the world. Such a unique first half. Lagoon took control of the rest, built the rest in-house. Second half is not very good, but if Zero would have completed this ride, it would be a top tier ride, because that first launch is unlike anything out there. It's a launch at the bottom, a little break while you go up, and then a launch at the top too, pushing you over that top with insane forces. The air time is insane. Easily the best ejector in the whole entire park. Let's go get a ride on it. All right, the only launch tower Zero model. Ah! Oh my God! Holy crap! Oh, that's a terrible pothole. That was so good. That was way faster than I remember. Alright guys, we just got off Wicked. First half, awesome. Up the launch tower over the top's great. It's not the fastest launch, not the kickiest launch, not the most intense, but it has just that unique feel. Great airtime, Zero G-roll, awesome. Into the brake run. From there, it's basically a very tame family coaster. I don't know, there's things on this ride that are awesome. There's things that are on this ride that just are not good, but
Definitely should ride it, but
the first element is to die for. If I could give you any suggestion, I do think the front row is much better on this ride. I feel that speed a lot better, and it throws you over that top a little bit better in my opinion. Anyway, we're gonna head on to our next coaster. So I'm in the back of the park here by, it's this section over here. There's like a fizz or ice cream shop. They have two little museums here. One of them is that telephone museum. Has a bunch of history in there on old telephones and whatnot. And then over here behind me, there's like a little train model station with a ton of tiny little trains and some other stuff. I'll include it, but yeah. I've been coming to Lagoon for years now, and I didn't know those things existed. Completely empty. It's weird how much space they have back here. It's a sort of Six Flags park. It would probably be used on some flat rides, something like that. With this family park here, they choose to keep it a little bit more history-oriented in some portions of the park, like the Pioneer Village over there, which if you go back to our first Lagoon video, we showcased most of that. Click here. But yeah, they choose to keep it because it has some history to it. So again, prioritizing history, theming, stuff like that to make this Pioneer Village kind of complete makes sense. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Would you prefer that they fill this area with flat rides, with even a roller coaster if possible, demolish it all? Or do you love it? Do you like it when there's spots to kind of rest, take a sec off, take a beat off? What did he say? Not a beat off. I didn't say that. Do you guys like it? To kind of have a space to kind of rest, relax? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Past that Pioneer Village, we have this. Tons of land used for these pavilions. Utah is a very family-oriented state. It makes sense that you have room to bring the kids, have a place to sit down while they go ride rides, place to come back and get food, water, anything like that. This brings up the question, would you rather have this or would you rather have more rides? What would you guys prefer? Would you rather have rides here? Would you rather have rides in the Pioneer Village over there? Or would you rather it all stay exactly the same?
Something else to note about these pavilions is a lot of companies and a lot of family reunions will rent them out for the day to do their parties here or to do things here. Are these profitable enough for Lagoon to keep them? A lot of people just use them to leave their stuff here all day. You can kind of see they've left stuff here. And they come back to it later in the day.
Straight ahead is the Bat, the Vekoma inverted coaster, the family one. Does nothing and just hits your head. That's why they call it Vekoma Hang and Bangs. We're not going to be getting on this today. I have a POV of it on our last Lagoon video. If you want that, click here.
Okay, sorry, we forgot to film before we got on. We just finished on Bomba. It was so much fun. It's just a great family coaster. It's way smoother to the front. We rode in the very front and I was shocked because every other time we've ridden it, it's just
super fun, super flowy. Has an onboard audio,
Yeah.
guitar riff. Pretty cool. Manufactured by Art Engineering, made in-house.
pretty good ride. Great family coaster. Definitely should do it.
Bomba. All right. Behind us is Jetstar 2, the Schwarzkopf Jetstar model, and it has been operating for just about 50 years now. A week or two ago, the park announced the sad news that they would actually be closing this within the next week now. Very sad, very all of a sudden. We wanted to get one more ride on it, but yeah. Let's talk about the history of it real quick. The ride originally operated at the Expo 74, so in 1974, in Spokane, Washington. After the fair ended, Lagoon purchased it and reopened it in 1976. From then, it was known as...
Again, I got interrupted.
From then, it was known as Jetstar. Later in its life, around 2005, it was repainted from its original sky blue supports with orange track to its yellow supports you see now, and renamed Jetstar 2. Jetstar 2 uses a toboggan-like ride vehicle, like the one you see here. It can fit between 6 and 8 people on it. They have to sit in each other's laps, which is why no single riders are allowed.
As we were just talking about that toboggan style seating, this is one of the big reasons why we feel like it kind of makes sense, sadly, why Jetstar is the ride to go. It is a wonderful ride, but it's really, really rough. Little kids come off of it crying a lot because they hit their heads on stuff. Also, again, no single riders. During COVID, it was really difficult because
They actually didn't open it during COVID.
and so it's just really difficult. It requires a lot of maintenance, and so it's just a really difficult ride to operate. Additionally, it's right in the sun for all the workers. On those 100-degree Utah days, it definitely is difficult for the workers.
These are not permanent foundations. These are blocks of wood that they actually need to hammer in. I don't know exactly how many times they have to do it per day. They're doing it right now. Last ride on Jetstar 2. Going up the electric spiral lift hill. One of only 2 in the US remaining. It's a little bittersweet. But let's try not to get hurt on this one.
You want to be really tucked in tight to ride this kind of ride.
You really do.
No wiggle room. Brace your core, brace your neck.
All right. We were at the top. Great views of Primordial, Cannibal. But here we go. Hold on. Hold on to your butts. Oh, my hat. My hat. The hat's gone.
You're gonna have to take it off.
That's my fault. Ah! Oh! That's so good. There's my hat.
Hi guys.
Hi. I lost my hat.
So sad. We'll get it back though. We'll go find it. Lost and found later.
Yeah, all in all, great ride. Great ride. It's sad that it's going, but it's all right. On to bigger and better things. The last official day of operation for Jetstar 2 is November 9th. They extended the season by just a little bit to allow us to ride this ride. Announcement was all of a sudden. It was very out of nowhere, and that makes us think that something is coming. They also said in their post that something would be coming to be a worthy successor of Jetstar 2. While they didn't give any details, we have a few hunches. So, what is replacing Jetstar 2? That is a huge question. I have an idea. You'll have to bear with me a little bit. So, Jetstar 2 is being replaced by quote-unquote a worthy successor. This could mean a whole lot of things, but I have one idea that I think might be a winner. So, a couple months ago, they announced a new installation of a S&S Scream and Swing, which are those giant swings. They pull crazy forces and are super fun. But what could fit in this little plot of land? They need something compact. Well, it just happens to be that S&S just announced and posted videos, their new prototype, the Rail Rider. And that is a single rail like the RMC Raptors, but it's intended specifically for families. Due to these having such small tracks, they actually can take up little amounts of space, be very compact. They typically will aim for airtime and just kind of fun turns. Try to get you out of your seat a little bit. But why I think it might be is because it seems like they've already got a deal going with S&S, which their factory only happens to be about 40 minutes here from the location of Lagoon in Farmington, Utah. It just kind of makes sense that they would have that partnership ready to actually make that move.
Which is why their announcement of it closing would be so sudden, because they just recently had this partnership and were able to announce this new coaster.
Now, this is just a theory. We have nothing backing this. The only thing that makes me think this could just be a spur-of-the-moment decision to try to get some much-needed advertisement here for Lagoon is because they just announced that Rail Rider. And what would be better than the world's first S&S Rail Rider, single-rail coaster, or the only one in Utah? And then announce it, made it so they didn't have a whole send-off for this coaster like many coasters do. When you think of all the coasters that have been closed, they usually give a lot of time, a lot of notice, so that people can appreciate that coaster before it's gone. They announced the closing of this coaster a week and a half ago, like a couple days.
It closes in a week.
So why would they not give us any time? Could it be because of the new prototype of Rail Rider? That's my theory, and I think it's a good theory. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, though. I could be completely wrong to take. It's just an opinion and a theory. So Primordial is the our engineering in-house coaster, the interactive with the shooting and dark ride elements, some tricks up its sleeve. If you don't want any spoilers, I recommend skipping ahead, but we're gonna go get on. What face am I making?
You did it! You saved the kingdom!
Are you kidding me?
Oh my God! Yeah! Oh! Yes! Schwortzkopf Cannibal. Awesome
Great ride.
Easily the flagship attraction here. It's so awesome. Those inversions are so crazy, so weird. And that drop is just the best. I believe Art Engineering manufactured in-house. It's got that Lagoon roll, which is such a funky roll. The only one on the planet.
I took a quick, the line right now, it's the longest I've seen it since COVID, honestly. But it's okay. It was totally worth it.
Operations at Cannibal are usually very smooth. They're very quick loading and unloading. On to our last couple rides. Spider, the Mauer spinning coaster. You find a lot of these models in a lot of different parks. It's fun. If you're on the back row for that first drop, it's a pretty good drop. They never really spin that much, at least the ones I've been on.
And it can differ from how many you have in your party. If it's one adult with 3 little kids, you're probably gonna spin a little more.
It's a little more of a crowded day, so we had all 4 seats taken. It just didn't spin that much, and that's okay. It's still fun.
I like it.
House and bathrooms must be left with a non-rider or in a locker located at the ride entrance. A rider will assist you. No food.
Okie dokie.
That was painful. The back is much more fluid. I feel like this is very stop and go in the front.
Yeah. Last ride of the day was roller coaster. The over 100-year-old wooden coaster here. Fun ride. Definitely better in the back.
Yeah.
When you go on, definitely go to the back. But we did the front so we could get you guys that POV, even as shaky as it was.
There's a couple of painful spots, but it really is such a fun coaster.
I think that's it from us today.
We had a great time. This is the busiest I have ever seen it in years. So it was kind of insane.
This is just a kind of short video, just showing all the POVs, taking you guys on a tour for one of the last days. If you want more in-depth information videos, stuff like that on Lagoon, check out our page. Check out our last video on Lagoon. And if you want to see other parks, check those out as well. But yeah, if you've watched this far, thanks for watching.
We appreciate it.
We really appreciate you guys. And yeah, subscribe, send to friends, comment, like, do what you do so we can do what we do.
We have so much fun bringing you along. So thanks for coming.
All right, goodbye.
Bye.